everyone, and welcome back to Relatable. I'm Lauren,
I'm Jillian.
and we are currently questioning our comedic talent at this moment because we've done about 10 takes of this and forgot how to speak for some reason. But we're here and we're gonna power through. It's like 9 o'clock on a Friday. I am a grandma, so I should be asleep by now, but
Yeah, it's been a week.
it's been a week. We have a problem. We cannot go to bed earlier than 3 o'clock in the morning for whatever reason. So excuse us if we're a little out of it, and excuse me if my voice sounds like I've been gargling hot dog water. um, I have another problem. I think I told you guys about the kickball class that I started going to in the first episode, and it turns out I have a yelling. Oh my god, I have a yelling issue.
I have a yelling problem.
I have a yelling problem. No, but what really helps me like power through punches and all this kind of stuff and just keep my energy and keep myself from fainting essentially is I'll do like a huh, yeah, but not as awkward as that.
No,
at
it's
least
probably as awkward as that.
okay, maybe more awkward. I didn't realize how much it was pissing people off though, because there was a guy who told me to basically quote unquote stop yelling, and then there was someone else who I'd partnered with before, and I partnered with her again, and she looked like incredibly embarrassed. Or not embarrassed, like reluctant to be my partner. I was embarrassed afterwards because I realized, maybe I should like not yell as hard. And I had a whole fucking crisis, and I was calling Jillian after a class, and I was like, I think everyone hates me.
I'm just picturing you getting up in their faces and just screaming at them, you know?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. Do you think that's
they're
probably
like,
not?
Please stop.
Do you think that's probably not a good thing to do?
It's not very COVID safe. That's for sure.
Well, I am vaccinated, so I mean, I think we're safe. But I could probably cut back on the yelling. Anyway, I was fired up. We threw some, elbows and knees in there, and then we went to go see Shang-Chi, and it was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
And I did some kickboxing in my kitchen after I got back from seeing it. Oh, forgot to clarify. We saw Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Cock Rings, which I think we might have walked into the wrong theater because
I was a little confused. I think the first sign that something was wrong was everyone was naked.
yeah.
Not just on the screen. I mean, in the audience, everyone was naked.
Yeah, and they had tissues and lotion on each side table, and it was like, okay, that's nice. I mean, there's a pandemic, but they want us to keep our hands moisturized and our noses empty of snot. And then the hardcore fucking started, and
Yeah, just full penetration.
just 10 cock rings. It was intense, and then we quickly realized, oh, this is not Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. So we promptly walked out and saw the movie we actually had gotten tickets to see.
Yeah, and that one was really good too.
Not as much tasteful nudity, but I think it was as equally entertaining, if not more.
Yeah, sexual explicitness aside, I feel like both were written very well.
Oh, incredibly well.
Yeah, just the character development was amazing.
In all seriousness, though, we're huge Marvel fans over here, and Jillian has had a recent obsession with Loki, who I'm pretty sure she thinks is dating. She's dating in her mind.
Oh no, we are dating.
Oh, okay.
I haven't told Marco yet, which is going to be a little awkward when I break the news to him. But no, it's kind of funny because I definitely missed out on that bandwagon fan train, like in 2012 or whatever.
The
like
fan wagon.
The fan wagon. Like especially on Tumblr, like there were so many girls obsessed with Loki, and I just I don't know. I always saw it and I was like, whatever. And then after watching the Loki show, I had a Tom Hiddleston sexual awakening. And I'm actually going as Loki for Halloween now.
Yeah. Lady Loki, but like
the comic version, not
the comic accurate version, not Sylvie.
Actually, Sylvie isn't technically from the comics, so I'm going as the real Lady Loki.
So Sylvie is the enchantress, I presume, based on her costuming. No, but Jillian is going all out. And then I also was like, oh, I don't want to spend a lot of money on a costume. I'll just get like a Harley Quinn costume. And I was looking at one, it was like $80, but I was like, I don't know if I'm really feeling Harley. And then Jillian was going to be Loki, so I was like, I'll be Wanda from the Halloween episode of WandaVision. And I was like, oh, I'll get everything on Amazon. It'll be super cheap. Lo and fucking behold, I ended up spending $200.
Well, yeah, it all adds up because you're like, oh, $10 tights here and $20 boots here. Like, whatever,
And
it's not that much.
fuzzy handcuffs.
Right. And, $20 themed strap on.
What?
Yeah, what? Your character doesn't wear a strap on?
Does yours?
Obviously.
Oh, shit. Well,
You can get matching
$250.
ones.
Okay, well, I got the fuzzy handcuffs, so again, thinking I might have found inspiration on the wrong website. I don't know how this keeps happening to us.
Yeah, this is becoming a recurring issue.
Yeah, I found a page called WandaMaximoff69.com, and I was like, yeah, I love her 69 times 1 too.
It's Wanda Wacksimoff.
All right, folks, this has been Relatable. Holy shit. Yeah, no, I don't know what I was talking about. It was Wanda Wacksimoff.
Yep.
Yeah, and I thought, maybe it's waxing products, but no, it was something completely different. So just want to couple PSA out there to all you kids, all you fellow kids, be careful when you're surfing the web because you might fall into a very sticky situation. Moving on.
Yeah, I admittedly have spent more money on that costume than I would have liked, but I'm one of those people who it has to be accurate, and I don't know, I just get so particular about the details of things, and then I keep seeing little areas where I can improve it or add gold lace trimming or whatever, gems and all this stuff. So I don't know, I take it really far.
She really does. She went as a character from Fallout to Comic-Con a few years ago, and one of the buttons fell off her costume, and she was just inconsolable for 5 days. I mean, locked herself in the hotel bathroom. Her dad, had to try and squeeze little Cheez-Its through the slot under the door.
Yeah, and it wasn't even the right fucking kind.
No,
he got the fucking white cheddar ones.
I mean, come on. If your daughter is clearly in a dark place, get her the right Cheez-Its.
Yeah, he doesn't know me at
that
all.
was
it's really
uncalled
sad.
for. But you also, we're a little overreactive. No, but you legitimately have gone to Comic-Con in the past, and you have dressed up, and you've always looked really cool. And I've never been to Comic-Con. Jillian and I got really obsessed with South Park growing up. Like, we went as Stan and Kyle for Halloween one year and did a whole photo shoot where I made my brother be Butters. And no, we were obsessed, and then they did like this whole South Park thing when you were there. And I wanted to be there so bad, but I just had not ever planned ahead. Like, I'd never looked into getting tickets, and you have to get tickets super far in advance, right? Or you have to like wait in line.
Yeah, usually they have like a ticket queue that you have to enter. They have the day that they sell them, and then you enter this waiting room line or whatever, and it's really stressful because tickets can sell out before you even get them. which
It's
sucks.
like Coachella, but for nerds.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Nerdcella.
Nerdcella. My aunt worked for Entertainment Weekly, so a lot of the time we would just stay with her in her hotel room.
So you got the hookup, basically.
That's right, baby.
Yeah. Got backstage passes, got to meet Groot, who's surprisingly,
Racist.
Yeah.
It's really uncomfortable to be around him, but that's
Yeah,
a
all
story
those
for-
times he's saying Groot, I am Groot, you think he's saying one thing, but turns out not saying what you think he's saying. That's all I'm going to say. I again, not one to spread rumors, but
Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable, but
there's a reason why you don't see Groot hanging out
that's why they don't give him
with
subtitles.
certain kinds of people.
Yeah.
Because it's racist.
Yeah.
Other than that, no, Comic-Con seems like it's been really fun, but again, has not been a thing because we live in a constant pandemic.
Yeah, I mean they had like a virtual thing online this year, but that's not
so
the same.
fun.
I would not fucking pay for that.
That sounds so depressing.
Yeah,
Like you're just all dressed up in your living room.
it's just on Zoom.
You
No,
built like $1,000 costume.
No, I know. And you know what? That's the thing though, is even in recent years, a lot of the people coming in costumes, I just felt like there weren't as many as the years went on because I had been going for like 5 or 6 years in a row. And
So they're like a lot of wannabes, but
no, like
not like, but like imposters. They weren't like committed enough.
no, I think people just stopped dressing up as much because I don't know, maybe the people in the costumes just weren't coming, or just like wasn't cool to go in costume anymore, or it was mostly people who just wanted to see the show. But I don't know, the culture felt like it was changing a little as it expanded and became more mainstream.
I was just gonna say, Jill, you sound an awful like a Comic-Con hipster.
No,
I think I know why no one came anymore. It's just because they're like, oh, this is too big. There's like too many people know about this.
Mainstream.
I like going to like the small town comic things, like Squirrel Fucker 69 comic convention.
I only go to
in
furry
Iowa.
conventions now.
Oh my God. I will never get over. There's this one newscast where I guess there was a fire or something at a furry convention, and the news reporters are reporting on it. They don't know what furries are. And this woman laughs so hard she literally runs into the background and is like covering her face into like the back of the news studio.
How do you take that seriously? I mean, I don't know. We shouldn't alienate.
I mean, everyone was fine, so like it wasn't a tragedy or anything. It was just like a really uncomfortably shot report of like these people in these big furry costumes, and they were talking about how like, oh well, it's cold, but I think their furry suits will keep them nice and warm.
Yeah.
It was bizarre, but
No, I mean, I don't know. Being an artist and being in the commission business and everything, I have heard that furries are very, very excellent customers to have.
that was nice of you to say. I didn't know where that was going.
Well, I know they apparently they tip very well. And
have you ever drawn furry
no, not furry porn.
Furry commissions?
No, but hey, if
Non-furry
the right
porn?
money comes along, then
I was just gonna say, if Jillian really gets desperate, she might. So, if you want some furry porn, you can email us at relatablepodcastshow@gmail.com. I'm so sorry, Jill.
No, it's okay. My
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 fucking
mom
God.
just texted me a picture of tomatoes and a pepper from her garden in the shape of
A dick and balls.
Yeah, dick and balls.
Oh my God.
She grew those. That's so beautiful.
Whoa. Is it circumcised? There's like a little.
Hold on a minute.
Oh my
No,
God. It's circumcised. It has like a red rocket.
Wow. That's
Guys,
a little.
we're gonna post this on Instagram.
You
Don't
know,
worry.
that's a little fucked up. I'm gonna have to talk to my mom about that later. I am a firm believer that circumcision should not happen. I am a for skins rights activist. I'm for the skins.
She really is, and I don't blame her. I saw this I saw. Okay, I have to preface this with we finished watching Preacher like at the end of midway through this year or something.
Yeah.
And one of the characters, Cassidy, is convinced that they're putting like baby foreskins in like women's youth serums and lotions and stuff. And we're like, haha, that's so funny that he believes this is a conspiracy theory. I shit you the fuck not. I saw an interview with Sandra Bullock on Ellen DeGeneres like a while ago before people realized she was a monster in human clothing.
Wait, what? Oh, I thought you were talking about Sandra Bullock. I was like, what did Sandra Bullock do?
No, Ellen DeGeneres. No, but she went on Ellen DeGeneres, and Ellen just basically called her out. She's like, oh, so yeah, you use this special serum, or like you went and got this procedure done, and essentially Sandra Bullock got like Korean boys' foreskins injected into her face.
Ew.
Yeah.
That is so fucked.
So, guys, it's not a conspiracy theory. We must be for the skins.
Yeah. No, I hate to get so political on here. I know,
Jillian. Woo, calm down.
It's honestly not a bit. Like I'm really passionate about it.
Well,
yeah.
I think from personal experience, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best dick of my life. Sorry
just with the little hood, it's so cozy.
Yeah, and when I get cold, I crawl inside to keep warm like a sleeping bag.
It's really saved our life a lot of times.
Yeah.
One time they were out camping and they just did not bring enough blankets, and they just watched what's the second Star Wars movie where Luke has to climb into the
Tauntaun.
And that scene just popped into her head, and she's like, you know what?
Like, wait a minute. Like a light bulb just shot up, and I was...
Ding!
Yeah.
Foreskin blanket.
Yeah. No, it works really well. It was pretty efficient. So highly recommend. But yeah.
And Marco at this point is fine with it. I think it took some getting used to on his part, but because you didn't even warn him the first time he did.
Oh
he
yeah, no.
Climbed right in.
Just
He's like, whoa.
Right, yeah.
Was estás?
Yeah. Oh, hello. What is going on here? No, he's
and
German.
Then, funny enough, though, one of his ex-girlfriends was hanging out in there too, and he'd just forgotten she was in there.
Yeah, she had been missing for years.
Just like feeding off scraps.
Oh my god. No. Yeah, he's German, so he's really open-minded,
And open foreskin. But yeah, foreskin blankets. I don't fucking know. But anyway. No, but no joke, you're very much a foreskin right.
Yeah, I think if I have a son, I won't do it. I'm not gonna make him go through with that.
Well, technically, he can always get it done later.
I don't know why the fuck you would, but yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't have a penis.
Well,
fun fact. I don't want to disappoint any of you, but I do not have a penis. I have a vagine, so I'll never have to know that struggle. But if you have lived your entire life wishing your mom hadn't given you a circumcision, I feel for you, man.
Hey, there's always foreskin regrowth therapy.
Isn't that where they just like hang a weight at the end of you? Are you fucking kidding me?
Serious.
Are we in the medieval times?
Yeah, they like clip a weight to the end of your dick and they just stretch the skin.
Just like a barbell.
Yeah, and then your dick gets really strong. And you can like curl a bunch of
It's like the flyer and It's Always Sunny that like looks like a dick and a bicep.
Yeah.
Well, you can have that.
Yeah, exactly. If you want all of your wildest dreams to come true, there is a silver lining for all of this. Not only can you grow it back, but your dick can grow stronger.
What if I told you? It's like that fucking scene in Deadpool. It's like, what if I told you I could cure your circumcision and grow your dick back stronger?
What if it was like, how like when lizards get their tails or like their tail falls off and it grows back, what if your dick could just pop off and it could just grow back?
Dude, I'm sure the husband of what's that lady who chopped her husband's dick off?
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm sure he wishes that every day.
Didn't he cheat on her or some shit?
Oh, okay. Then in that case, fuck him. He deserved it.
Yeah, no.
No, please don't chop anyone's penises off. But I swear to God, if that ever happened to a guy, would he be able to get it stitched back on? Is it like a thing? Because you can do that for fingers.
Shit, I don't
Let's
know.
just pretend we know the answer. Yes.
Let me call up Marco and ask him to come over here.
Okay, Google Frankenstein dick and see what comes up. I do have to know though if there's someone with like a stitched up wee wee.
Do I
If
really
you have a stitched up wee wee, please email us at relatable podcast show at gmail.
Attach a penis.
Jillian's FBI agent right now is like, oh no.
It says penile reattachment or replantation is rare. Only 100 or so have been recorded in the medical literature.
It's not rare enough. I don't need to know that. No.
Okay. Wait. Surgeons successfully reattached man's penis nearly a day after it was cut off.
Is this what the movie Frankenweenie was about?
Yeah. No, but
Why
but
do I
in
want
that,
to see a picture?
I don't want to see a
I'm gonna
picture.
vomit. I just ate dinner.
What if it grew its own conscience and it started
Kill me.
Yeah. I don't know.
Where are the photos?
There's no picture. Damn it.
Well, do yourself a favor and Google reattached penis. No.
Oh no.
Why does it look like an olive?
Oh no.
No, Jillian, stop.
Okay, fuck. Okay.
Let me see, but I also want to see.
Oh no. Someone's little wiener got chopped off.
Ouch. Don't look it up.
Holy look it up. Nope, don't look it up.
Don't look it up.
That's horrific. Wow. I don't know. I couldn't imagine. I feel like you would just black out at that point, right? Like if you have that sort of pain happening to you, like,
Oh my God.
at a certain point.
Well, guys, if you kick a guy in the junk, he freaks out and it hurts. I can't imagine getting that shit sliced off.
Oof.
Yike-a-rooney. Yeah, in that case, I am very glad I don't have anything just hanging out down there for someone to just come by and knee me in the crotch.
Slice off.
I did one time. I was like home from college and was hanging out with one of my high school friends who I'm still in touch with now. And we grew up in the suburbs in Northern California and there's very little to do. So we literally would just drive around looking for shit to do. And we got to this cul-de-sac in this neighborhood and there was one of those big, thick, white fences. Surprise. Not a penis. Just in the middle of the road. No, at the end of the cul-de-sac and it was like a not a through street thing. And I was like, I'm going to jump over that fence. And so I run up to it. I hoist my hands over it and I land directly on my lady parts and I screamed. So it does hurt.
That's brutal.
Without, having some jewels down there.
I have this vivid memory of being a little kid and I was getting out of the bathtub and it was like one of those really fancy bathtubs. It was just the walls were like the tub walls were really high, like it wasn't attached to the wall. It was one of the ones with legs. And I was trying to step out and I pulled a muscle in my inner thigh and I could not move. I was just stuck, like basically just squatting over this like bathtub.
No.
It hurts so fucking bad.
How long were you there for?
Oh God, I don't remember, but
Like 10 hours. Her entire leg is a raisin.
Yeah. it was brutal.
You fell asleep and slept through the night, just half in the tub.
Yeah, my parents didn't give a fuck. They were like, "Oh, you've been here this whole time? Oops."
Dude, I've never realized how tall I am until I go to take a bath and I feel super crunched up in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have a claw tub.
Oh God, yeah, like one of those big ass
with some French windows or whatever the fuck.
And like a old fashioned telephone right next to it on a little side table.
And a butler.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. I mean, I want a lot of things, but can't always get what you want. So I have a decent tub and I'm not upset about it. I also have a laundry machine in my apartment, which is like chef's kiss, perfection. Very difficult to find in LA.
Yeah.
You're lucky if you have AC here or parking.
Right, yeah.
But no, I'm
Well,
very
I mean,
blessed.
because obviously going to a laundromat is just kind of tedious and it's really time consuming.
Yeah. And you never know who you're going to see there because holy shit. I've been at the laundromat where people got into like a fight.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Which is not pleasant. And it was like a decent one in West Hollywood. It wasn't like a sketchy area that I didn't feel safe in. It was just like a normal ass laundromat. And people just decided to have it out in the middle of the day. Like on a nice Sunday. They're like,
Nice.
you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I have a laundry room in my building, but it's in the basement, and
Ooh,
it's just kind of a
creepy.
pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass to have to lug all my shit down there, and I don't know. I just really procrastinate doing my laundry.
Moral of the story, our lives are really hard.
So hard.
Like, we have to do our own laundry. Can you fucking believe that? So unfair.
That's why I just stopped washing my clothes.
Jillian just
I
showers
shower
with her
with
clothes
my
on.
yeah with my clothes on.
You know, it does get the job done. And Jillian just farted.
I'm christening the podcast.
Just don't fart on the mic and we'll be fine.
I wonder
Actually-
if the mic picked that up.
Oh my God. I hope it did. I've heard mic farts and they're fucking way funnier than normal audio farts.
Is it just more intimate?
It's like, yes, it like penetrates your ear holes.
If I was listening to a podcast and I heard a fart, I'd be like,
Give me some of that sugar.
um,
Fun fact, Jillian huffs farts in her car during her lunch breaks.
I make Marco hotbox me under the covers.
But then I hotbox you and you don't like it.
Well, I don't know. It's just something about those German farts. They hit different.
It's the pheromones. You're attracted to Margot. He's your husband. I get it. Whatever.
Sometimes I just stick my face in his ass cheek so I can get it straight from the source.
Like, how do you feel about beans for dinner?
I
It's like,
stick
"Ugh, again.
I stick a straw in his asshole, and I'm like,
Isn't that like a... Oh my God. Isn't that like a fucking thing that you just came up with recently?
oh yeah. I've been my comeback, I guess, or whatever, is like, oh, why don't you suck a fart out of my ass with
Suck
a
a
straw?
fart out of my ass. But you have to do it in that voice.
with the straw.
Oh my God. Speaking of which, we ran into 2 Karen situations recently. And the first time Jillian came up with that comeback was that the first one was we were going to skate near these tennis courts, and there are these 2 fucking ladies sitting in their BMW waiting for us to finish eating our pizza and put on our skates to tell us we couldn't skate there.
Yeah. They're like, you can't skate here.
Like this one lady got out of her car, and you know that one Karen video where it's like the long-haired witch-looking lady in all white and tennis shoes, and she's telling that guy not to like put Black Lives Matter on his own property, and she had that demeanor of like, "Hi, please don't skate here. You're not allowed to skate here."
I know, and we were telling her, well, there's no signs that say no skating. So how are we supposed to know? She's like, I agree. There should be signs.
We're like, okay, we're just gonna get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And then
so-
she watched us leave and then waited an additional like 15 to 20 minutes to make sure that we didn't go back onto the tennis
It
court.
was psychotic. Like, it was just this woman who actually worked at the place, and then her friend, and the friend was doing all the like calling us out and shit. And so that was the birth of suck a fart out of my ass
With the straw.
with the straw. Well, that's been a recent addition, but we had another Karen experience recently at a coffee shop.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I guess they made her matcha tea wrong or something, or she wanted it hot, or she wanted
more
extra
powder.
matcha.
Yeah.
And they were telling her, oh, it's going to be extra. And she was really getting upset and angry with them. And she's like, oh, well, why are you being so difficult? you don't even know who my sister is.
Yeah, she pulled that card. She's like, I make this at home all the time. I don't know why you have to charge me extra. And I'm just sitting
okay,
there like,
bitch, then fucking make it at home.
I'm like, that's how fucking businesses work? Like,
Yeah.
you don't get shit for free. And she did the thing where she'd like pull her mask down and point her finger over the barrier that they'd set up for her.
Yeah.
And
I know.
she had like the long toenail pedicure. Like,
Oh, like acrylic toenails.
and it was so bizarre to see that in person. Like when we went up to the guys after, we're like, hey, I'm sorry. Like we apologized on her behalf because we're like, I don't know if you
I just
heard-
felt so much embarrassment.
I was like, I feel like you need to hear this, that like you don't deserve that shit.
Yeah, it was really awful.
So embarrassing. And as someone who's also had, you know, service jobs and witnessed stuff like I worked at the ArcLight in Hollywood before it basically got shut down. And I worked at this vegan ice cream shop nearby, and just the shit I would see with like insane entitlement. Like to where people would question the rules about like why they can't get a split cut, like a scoop of ice cream cut in half into 2 different flavors. And like us telling them that's just not how we do things. And they're like, but why? Like, why can't you just do it for me? Like they, you know, they're the exception to the rule. And it's like, hey man, if a company tells you like they don't do a thing, like they're not going to make an exception for you. If you want to ask, that's fine. But you can't get indignant and be like, so I guess you don't care about your customers then. And just start saying passive aggressive shit.
Yeah.
As if that's going to make us want to cater to you more.
I used to work at a chocolate shop when I was in high school, and excuse me. And
This podcast is canceled.
I'm sorry, I'm so gassy. Anyway, I used to work at this chocolate shop in high school, and I remember one day this older woman and her mother came in, and they were definitely the Karens before that was like an official thing. And we had caramel apples that we made in-house, and so they all had different toppings, you know, and obviously some shit sells out because it's made daily, so we only make so much of each flavor. And the woman asks, oh, can we have a pecan apple? And I told her, oh, I'm sorry, we're sold out for today. And she says, I want to speak to your manager. And I'm thinking, okay, bitch, go ahead, speak to her. She's going to tell you the same fucking thing. We're out of them. It's not like I'm hiding them up my fucking ass. You know?
Spoiler alert, she was.
Yeah, but she didn't need to know that.
And she didn't deserve them, so.
No, and then of course my manager tells her, yeah, we're out for today, but you can come back tomorrow. And she was all put out. I'm like, lady, just chill the fuck
Hey, man,
out.
they're pecan caramel apples. Calm the fuck down. Like,
Yeah.
to throw a tantrum, like, I understand if it's like the day of an important event and you're really stressed out about something and you need it then, and maybe the people fucked up and they were supposed to have it that day and didn't. I understand being upset, but like, even in that scenario, which I've been in, and I deal with shit like that for work all the time, it does not give you an excuse to harass people who are trying to help you.
Also, it's a chocolate shop. How can you be so vile while trying to get chocolate? I mean,
It's like you got a fucking golden ticket to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and the whole time you're just like, this place smells like candy. It's fucking nasty.
yeah, they're like, fuck you, give me my fucking caramel apple. Like, hi, welcome in. How can I help you? They're like, fucking shut the fuck up and give me my shit. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry.
It's just bizarre to me that, and it just goes to show that these people have clearly not experienced any level of like real problems in their lives to where not being able to get the caramel apple they want causes them to throw a tantrum.
Yeah.
Like, if you're used to getting everything you want in life or everything handed to you and everything going your way, the most minor inconveniences will cause you to throw a tantrum and not be able to cope with like these minor things. Like, that's shit you learn as an adult in the world where you're doing shit for yourself. You're cooking your own food, whatever. You're getting your own groceries, and you know, you have to deal with things not going your way, and you learn to cope with it, because if you don't, it's impossible to live as an adult if you throw fucking tantrums every day. You just learn to go with the flow. You know what I mean? But if you're used to being waited on hand and foot, you're not going to know how to cope with that shit. You're going to like drop your ice cream on the ground at like a fucking 5-year-old and start screaming about it.
Yeah, and then blaming the minimum wage employees for your misfortunes.
Mm-hmm. Or like a woman with the camera is going to grab the last pair of Victoria's Secret underwear or whatever before you, and then you're going to throw a tantrum in Victoria's Secret on the ground and scream at someone to stop filming you. Just insanity. We were talking about too at the Century City Mall, like, God, I think it was last year or at the beginning of this year, but there were the anti-mask protesters and just like going to the mall to not wear masks and to yell at people through a megaphone.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Like, we get it. You don't want to wear a mask. Like,
yeah, it's like, then don't fucking go to the mall. Like, it's that simple. Just don't go.
Like, also, you can buy shit online. You know? I don't know. That whole thing is like a completely different subject for another day.
No,
or maybe never, because I'm so sick of talking about it at this point. But I'm just grateful that I don't feel like I grew up out of touch in that way. I mean, imagine growing up and your family owns like fucking 5 homes and a yacht. You know,
I couldn't.
you have a butler who like comes
Well,
to your room and
I
gives you like Fruit Loops every morning. Like,
I have 5 yachts. I couldn't imagine only having one.
honestly, that would depress me so much. I would kill myself. Honestly, I would just not be able to do it anymore. I would jump off my one remaining yacht and just end it all. I'd tie the anchor to my ankle and just, let go. I don't know. It's so funny because everyone thinks, oh, when I get this amount of money, I'll be happy. But there's literally a chart that you can easily Google that basically says happiness plateaus after about like, obviously this depends on city and like standard of living, but about $70,000, because generally most people can meet their needs and have some fun like spending money and can save. But above that, or even like thousands, millions of dollars above that, it's just like the whole more money, more problems thing. I mean, this isn't anything new, but scientifically speaking, your life's gonna get more complicated and you're not gonna get more happy if you just have literal billions of dollars. And then,
well, speak for yourself.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. I mean, Jillian's the exception, but it's so fucking funny to me because people will like cheerlead Jeff Bezos. Like, Bo Burnham has a great song, 2 songs about Jeffrey Bezos, about how like people love to look up to him and applaud him for all the shit he's accomplished, and congratulations, you've made like $1 trillion, and you don't fucking pay your workers a living wage.
Yeah, you make them pee in water bottles on their...
And then drink it because you don't give them... That is... Okay, for legal reasons, I can't not testify to that part, but that was a joke.
Yes, we just are joking.
It was comedic sentence. But it's just so funny because people idolize a lot of people who are just like megalomaniac.
Well, no, I know. And like all those oh my God, I can't talk. I was going to say Instagram entrepreneurs.
Instagram entrepreneurs.
Oh
my God, the motivational speakers.
Oh, the motivational speakers. It's just so cringy.
It just makes me sad because my brother, and I love you, Tommy, but like got sucked into that for a time where his whole, Instagram recommended page was just like all these guys, these like really aggro white guys who would be like, you know what you need to do if you want to live the life you live? You need to stop sleeping. You need to stop eating. You need to commit 24/7 hours a day.
Yeah, be on the grind.
365 days a year. Hustle every day. Don't sleep. Don't have relationships. Kill your family. Just insanity.
Make a blood sacrifice.
Yeah. Sell your soul to Satan.
No, it hustle culture is such a fucking stain on society. I mean, it's so gross. Like, no, I'm not gonna hustle, and be miserable.
I'm not gonna hustle my way into an early grave.
Yeah, exactly. I would like to live, as long as possible. So
That's why I remember I was studying abroad in Denmark in college, and I met a woman from Sweden on the plane, and she's like, yeah, I'm just getting back from my 6-week vacation. I was like, whoa,
oh, that's so nice.
6-week vacation. And like here they think if we give people too much time, we're not going to make as much money. And I'm like, no, you're going to get better output because people aren't burnt the fuck out and will make the most of their time.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I
know.
mean? Like,
How
you know,
nice would it be if we had just 4-day weeks? I
and
think
you know
that
how
would make such a
productive
huge.
people would be?
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're like, oh shit, I only have this amount of time. I guess I won't look at Facebook for 4 hours today.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of aggravating that we keep getting stuck into these same cycles because we don't want to try anything new. We're like, nah, this is fine.
We know our system is flawed, but we can't be fucked to fix it. So good luck.
We can't be fucked to fix it.
Yeah,
Oh, can't be bothered to fix it.
yeah. Same thing.
Fucked
Yeah,
and bothered.
can't be fucked. Couldn't
Oh.
be fucked.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I like to think at least generationally, at least people in our generation are a little more self-aware in terms of trying to step back from that. It's just kind of unfortunate because it's like a lot of these messages are put out by companies who are just trying to get their employees to have a greater output, and they don't really give a fuck about their well-being, and they make it out to be like, oh, don't you want to be self-actualized? Don't you want to accomplish all your dreams and goals?
No, I don't.
You know what? I'm okay with being
I want to start a goat farm in the mountains and not pay taxes, and I don't want to worry about anything.
just me and my goats.
Me and my goats and my big German hunk of a husband. He can raise goats with me.
Can you imagine? That would be so cute. I just picture, because he's a mountain of a man, I just picture a bunch of little goats perched on his like shoulders.
Oh
and
my
head.
God, we're just doing goat yoga.
You go out to the field to like, bring a cup of coffee, and he turns around and like the sun in the sunrise, and he's just like has a bunch of goats on him.
It's like a
It's
corn
"Good
cob pipe.
morning."
Guten Morgen.
Liebling. No, I like just simple living shit. Like I don't need to have a massive house. I have a studio. It's nice. It's comfortable. I have AC. I'm very happy, but I think like there is just this insane obsession with people being mega millionaires. Mega millionaires. Don't think that's a word, but it is now. At like 22.
Megalomaniac millionaires.
Megalomaniac. That's the thing. Megalomaniac millionaires. No, but at like 22, just there's this insane pressure to be a millionaire when you're a literal child.
Yeah, I mean it's so funny how that pressure has changed from, oh, you need to be married and have a family by 22, 23, but now it's you need to be a millionaire by 22 years old, fresh out of college. You need to have your own business and be the CEO, and
and then have your 5 mental breakdowns in the process.
Yeah,
Like that's never ended well for people. It's sad because there are a lot of people who fall into that trap genuinely, and I was joking about the no sleep, kill your family, but I mean, maybe not the kill your family part, but a lot of people take that shit to heart and they're like, I can't stop. I have to keep going. But that's the antithesis of what you want to do. You want to have work-life balance enough to where you are well enough to get shit done.
mm-hmm.
Like, if I didn't take the occasional nap, who fucking knows if I'd be speaking on a podcast right now.
I, for one, love sleeping, even though I procrastinate it every night.
She's actually sleeping right now. It's really impressive.
Yeah, you know how sharks can shut off half of their brain? That's exactly what I'm doing right now.
So her whole brain is shut off because she only ever uses half of her brain.
That's right. I'm running on autopilot.
Podcast.
Yes. Ha ha, I say funny thing.
Hand. Anyway, speaking of which, I think we've just run out of kind of creative juices because we have like jobs and also do other things, and like just starting this podcast has been a revelation.
Yeah. I mean, it's exhausting having a
Just
full-time job and
being
also
so fucking talented.
carrying the weight of having big tits and a juicy ass. It's
that's
really hard.
That's a load I don't have to bear, but yeah, you know what? Familially, our mom's side, just massive boobies
Very
and butts.
well endowed. Yeah.
And then I got the German fucking broad chest and a triangle.
I had a
flat
twin in the womb and I absorbed her into my tits and ass.
Sometimes she speaks to you in the night
But
through fart.
telepathically. Yeah.
She'll fart and then realize later on, oh, that was what was her name? Cynthia.
Jillian with a G.
Oh,
not a J.
Jillian.
Yeah.
That was Jillian speaking to me through my farts. It's actually pretty tragic, and it's taken you a lot of time to really come to terms with it. But
this is like the first time I'm really talking about it openly.
you know what? I think Jillian might be getting jealous because you farted a few times in this podcast, and
She didn't like what I was saying. She was upset.
She was trying to speak up, but we had to quiet her a little bit. Next time, just bring the butt plug.
Yeah, I'll take some Gas X. Shut that bitch up.
Or do that. That's probably healthier.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't Gas X make you fart more?
Does it? Fuck, I don't know. What makes you not fart? Like Imodium or
Butt plug, I said.
oh
Just plug it up like
Ugh.
a cork in a wine bottle.
again?
And then you may spontaneously combust later, but it will have been worth it. And then I'll collect on your life insurance policy and it'll be fine. Anyway, thank you for sticking with us for this almost hour. We really tried to be coherent. We're slowly losing our minds.
Yeah.
It's not even that late. We're just ancient humans at this point. Like our brains are decaying.
Yeah. We're like old grandmas just ready for bed.
Yeah, so if you would like to help us overcome our dumb bitch disease, as previously stated in the first and what was presumably our last podcast episode, but now that we have a second one,
Yes.
this may be our last. You never know.
We're 2 and done. That's it.
But if you want to help cure us of our dumb bitch disease, you can donate on Patreon, which I think I should include a link in the description. Also, you can follow us at Instagram at Relatable Pod Show, and email any questions or suggestions for like subjects, or if you can relate to anything we talked about and have your own story that you'd like to share, you can email us at relatablepodcastshow@gmail.com. And we're also going to start posting on YouTube as well. Actually, by the time you're listening to this, I think ideally you'd be able to listen on YouTube. Jillian is doing some awesome art shit. She's way more talented than I could ever hope to be. She did the logo. She edited the cover.
Aww.
I mean, she single-handedly.
Right.
Yeah, well, it's fine. I'm just the brains of the operation. You're the fart. I mean, the fartist. But thanks again for listening in, and I guess we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Bye. Love
Bye.
you.
I don't. Just kidding. Olive juice.